Um,
Yeah.
oh, I wanted to ask, do you remember when you got the nickname Jew?
Yeah, dude. It was you. It was you. Like I remember before, right when we got there, uh I was June, like with an N. But it was only for a little bit because I don't know if you remember Lore,
Yeah,
and her brother Junior, Arturo.
yeah,
Yeah, she would call him June. But since
yeah,
he wasn't there because he was like, deployed,
yeah.
uh then I was June for a while. And then as soon as I got like there to your place, you were like Jew. You started it with the like Jew. It's like it's Jew, and then you started with the Jew jokes. Like with the I can't remember them. Like I'm bad with like my memory's always
Oh
bad.
man, no. I think it. Well, for me, when I first remember calling you Jew was when I heard you guys calling your brother Catch Kachan.
Oh, Kachan.
You
Yeah,
guys were calling him Catch, and it was like okay, it's like short, short and everything.
yeah,
And yeah, like instead of saying Junior or we never really called
yeah.
you Armando.
I honestly never liked being called Junior. I don't like Junior, and I don't like Armando. Like I don't know what
Yeah,
it is. Like
it
it
is
just
like yeah, it's too. It feels like it's too strong. Like
yeah,
Armando, Arturo. Maybe it's like the R that it just
like
feels like strong,
yeah,
like old and oh, what do you have?
yeah. This is what's this called? That one's Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark?
Maker's Mark by
Yeah, it's that
itself.
Maker's Mark. Yeah,
Oh man,
with some
cheers.
ice.
I got
Yeah,
it looks like tea from Starbucks,
yeah,
but it's
but
actually
it's
warm because I'm still not drinking cold stuff.
oh
It's room temperature, a little bit warm on the warm side. Bud Light.
Bud Light, dude.
Yeah, so we're starting we're gonna keep this campaign going where we wanna feature Bud Light and try to
Oh,
get Poli
the
sponsored.
sponsors.
That
Hey,
sponsorship. Yeah.
dude.
So hopefully if anyone's like listening and have the connect, um get my boy Poli some swag, some chanclas,
Yeah.
get him some like t-shirts, hats, whatever
Hey,
you can find. Bud Light, just send it over. A cooler,
yeah, we're gonna
send
do
him a
that.
cooler full of Bud Light, send him a 30 pack. Go to
Yeah,
Walmart, get him for like $15, I think, like a 36 pack for
yeah,
$15. Send it over. We'll put up our mailing address. You guys can send it over. You can
yeah,
donate. Oh no,
dude.
we'll do a what's it, like a Cash App account
Yeah.
for his for some like swag and Bud Light stuff. But yeah, we're trying to
Dude,
make that happen. So I'm gonna keep that
do
one
you know?
going.
Do you know Dogface?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, make Foley a TikTok. Make my uncle Foley a TikTok.
Oh dude, that's a great
Dude,
idea.
if Dogface could do it,
I'm
like
just gonna
I'm sure
make
Bud
it.
Light.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna download it on his phone, show him
Yeah,
how to use it, and then just
just
have
yeah,
him go. Yeah, because I think
let him go to town on it.
that's the best way to do it. Because
Yeah,
well, with Snapchat, like how he is,
yeah,
like he'll post some random
dude,
stuff.
his stuff is gold.
Oh, dude,
Honestly, like there's times where I'm just like, dude, I'm not expecting it either. They come at random times, like,
oh yeah.
and then I'll look it up and I'll see it. I'm like, bro.
But yeah, I do remember the whole Jew thing because I think around that time like me, you, Brian, Noe, we were all
Yeah,
here, so it was like
yeah,
we were feeding off each other. And I
dude,
remember,
it
do you
got all
remember
right.
that? You remember that one time, like we were all hysterical, like
Yeah,
it was just like, like just out of nowhere, like because I do remember, I think Edivet, came over,
yeah,
but I was more, I don't know what about that night, it was just jokes and just like dumb stuff. And then it just kept escalating. You know how you get hysterical where you just laugh and laugh and it's just like you're
Yeah,
laughing at dumb things. I think we are doing like that whole like like high five, but it's like at the last
yeah,
moment you say something.
dude.
Like for example, like hey, high five, and someone goes to high five you, you're like teleport, and then they're like, what the heck? And then you start laughing,
Yeah.
and then
Did you
Noed,
Turkey?
yeah, no, I did that like oh high five like Squidward.
Yeah.
He did the hand motion of a squid.
Squidward.
And
Dude,
I think that's the night my mom peed.
no.
No,
That's a different
I
night, but
I
check it. That those little games and jokes
yeah.
slowly turned into that nut tapper game thing
Oh,
that
I
you
don't
guys started
remember
doing.
that.
Dude, you guys would be like high five
Oh
and you'd be
yeah,
like nut tap.
yeah, I do
I
remember
swear,
that.
dude, I don't know if I can have children or not after that. That got crazy. Like it got annoying, but it was also funny because like
It
I
was
mean
like
I didn't want to participate, but it reached the point where I was like, no, like everyone's getting it now.
it felt like because we were all like pretty much um well yeah, like you guys were in high school,
Yeah.
um
Or at least
like we
Brian.
were at the same
Brian.
like level of like jokes and stuff. So
Yeah.
it just felt like you're living in a frat house because there's just
Yeah.
like a bunch of dudes. And I remember when for LA, well, at least for me, because I had my own room and TV. So I'm like, hey, Jew,
Yeah.
jump on Call of Duty, just
Yeah.
look it up on
Yeah.
the TV in the
In the
kitchen.
kitchen.
And then
Dude.
you're like, all right. And then out of nowhere, you hear my mom yelling like, oh, you gotta get off, like
Yeah.
trying to watch the news or something. And then you're like, oh, I gotta get off. Your mom wants to watch the TV. And I'm like, oh, dude,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Or else we would have
Yeah.
been there for like hours.
Yeah, honestly. Dude, I still remember that one kill you got on kill cam where you just like chucked the knife and it like flew in the air, bounced off the
Bounce
floor
off
like
the
three
floor.
times.
It
Yeah.
was,
And
it
then
was
it
on
hit a
that.
guy
Yeah, it was
on
on
the
that.
rooftop. Yeah.
Yeah, the rooftop one. I remember that one.
He got hit in the leg and just died, and that's how we won. I was like
No, and then yeah, I remember that time that I came out of the shower and then I think Noe was like, oh, scare him with that with something because as soon as I opened the door, you did that scared cat hiss thing,
oh
that squeal hiss, and I was like, what the heck? But it was
dude.
like it was like funny. Like at first I'm
Yeah.
like what's going on? But then it's like, man, that's like so funny. If I would have seen that in like a skit show, it would be
Yeah.
just like, so, like equally as funny and just like
Yeah.
so random. But when
I
you
think
started doing the eagle
yeah.
screech,
Yeah. That was like my call.
dude,
Like I don't
that
know, like I think as you get older, like it goes away. Cause like I can't do it as good as I could before. I can't do it
um
anymore.
I still do it now and then. I'll
Yeah.
do it. I used to do it when I was working as a forklift driver.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just like, like by myself, like the echo is really good. So I would just out of nowhere and it's just like, turn the corner like whatever. And
Yeah.
then people were just like looking around like, what the heck was that?
What the heck was that?
But uh Chendo still remembers that one time we went I think we went to the liquor store after work
Yeah.
and then we were driving home and I was like, hey Jude, do the screech. And it was just like some guy walking down the street and you did the screech and he looked over like, what the heck? It was the first time he heard it.
Dang.
He still remembers that day.
That is. Dude, I think the epitome of like of I honestly cannot top that. was I want to go back to that
Oh,
when your mom
okay.
peed
Yeah.
herself. Dude, that was it. Like
Okay, this is like
not it couldn't top
okay,
anything.
yeah. If this is like the spit take times
Yeah.
like 100. If you
Yeah.
get someone to do a spit take, and I've had I've that I remember, I think one time before that I've had someone actually like spit, after what I said, and then but yours was like times 100. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Dude, I never thought like that I would get that reaction. Like when I did it, as soon as I got out the shower, I was like, I want to be funny today, or I want to end the night like on a funny note. Like
Yeah,
if
like good
nobody
enough.
laughs, I was like, if nobody laughs, I'll laugh just because of what I'm doing. So like I just lifted my boxers like all the way up, like
Um,
pretty much covered my breasts, and I was just like, I'm heading out. I head out and I did the whole Zoidberg like,
so, yes.
dude. The first thing I see your mom spit out the water that she was drinking, and like everyone's laughing, and I still hear like water dripping.
Yeah. And she's like out of breath and she's like pointing down.
Yeah,
And we're like, what? She's like, I'm
he
peeing.
was.
And you see like, oh, that was weird. You see like a fountain of pee coming
Yeah.
like up, going up over her pants. It was just weird.
I was like, no.
And it
Yeah.
was funny because she was like, oh, I was asleep and I came out just to pee myself.
Dude, it's because she had to pee already, but she wanted to get a drink before she went to pee. Dude, oh my goodness.
Man, that time that you guys were here was pretty eventful. And then Brian's surgery thing. Yeah, obviously we made fun of that, and
Yeah.
um but no, it was cool. And even after, I think after you guys left and then Brian stayed, or Brian came back, or I forgot how
I
that
think,
was.
I think we left together. It was at the end of 2010. So I think it was, yeah. So like summer 2010. Because
Yeah.
I remember we had that party for his graduation, and my dad and mom were there, and there was like a bunch of people, and
Where
I
at?
think like at your place. You
What?
remember? Yeah,
I
we
don't
we
think
had
I
that
remember that.
had that party, and like we were drinking and stuff. And I think it's like the first time my dad like saw me like drinking like
I don't remember.
excessively. Yeah, no, it was sick.
It's funny.
Yeah,